Hello everyone, my name is Ebrahim Hydara, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made how I made a website using Amazon Web Services. Okay, so firstly we have our Amazon Web Service account. We're using EC2, which is a server. So here we actually have two instances running. One is Linux, and the other is Windows. So I started off with Linux, but I ended up not liking it that much. It was kind of confusing to me, so I ended up scrapping that and moving on to Windows, which was a little bit easier. But I still had some problems with it, which kind of set me back again. But hopefully not too bad. But I guess we'll find out, right? All right. So now we're actually going to move on to my VMware. So what I find kind of funny, virtual machine, running Windows on this, and my actually my Windows inside of the AWS is Windows. So Windows like Windows 2012. This is Windows 13, if I'm not correct, 13, 14. So it's kind of funny that I have a Mac inside of actually a Windows inside of a Windows inside of a Mac. So it's kind of Windowsception, for better terms. Okay, so here actually we have the code for the index, and we have my website over here. Now, I ended up running into a problem that I spent hours and hours on, which is the public domain name. Now, well, the public IP address. Now, if it was to work the way I wanted to, anybody would be able to access this, and at any time they wanted to. But unfortunately, couldn't really figure something out. Spent hours on it, just couldn't figure it out, but ended up just using the private IP address and doing the rest. Okay, so this is, for instance, okay, oh, well, sorry about that. So this is running on the web, which running on Wampp, which is our server that actually allows us to do such. So it's running in Apache with PHP and MySQL, all that stuff, all that goodness. So here we are. This basically allows us to have the website and have it running. If I was to stop the service, this website would go offline. You wouldn't be able to see it. Well, I wouldn't be able to see it because it's private. But anyways, so now we move on to our code actually. So here's our code. Pretty simple, no problems here. Had a little bit of difficulty trying to get the date and the time, but I'll explain that a little bit later. So here we are. So here we have "Hello World, San Francisco." Hello San Francisco from Ebrahim in the Frosty Mountains of Frostburg. So if we were to just change that, let's say hello. Say hello Sweden. My auntie lives in Sweden. Visited her recently, and I think it'd be pretty cool one day if I could get this to work and show her the public IP address. So we're gonna save this. Then we're just gonna refresh the page and look at San Francisco, and boom, now it's Sweden. So just simple PHP stuff. So here we have our machine name, we have our private DNS, and then so we have private DNS and our machine name, and we also have my name, Ebrahim Hydara. Now, this is pretty interesting. I had a kind of a fun time, kind of annoying time getting this to work. It's basically the clock. So what this code does is basically just grabs our information for the clock in our like virtual machine of Windows. So as you can see, it's grabbing that information from the clock. You can count it at the same, it's like literally updated from the same second. Actually, it might be a second, a little bit faster, but who knows? It's kind of hard to tell. So this is our code right here that allows us to do such. It counts the minutes, it counts the seconds, and then it counts the hours, and it displays that for us. It updates the clock really fast so you can see intervals set to 1,000. And then just to make sure nobody thinks that I just copied and pasted the date. The date will actually update whenever I would log onto the page, let's say tomorrow, because of this code right here. It's not just a simple H1, today's date, and I just put the date on it. That would be nice, but I guess it's kind of cheating, right? So the only problem, so basically the problem I had with this, because it's not it's not on public. It doesn't, it wouldn't, so because it's not a public IP address, nobody can really enter it. Um, so only I could really enter it from this machine state, um, which is on the server I created. So basically, I have the skeleton key. I'm the master of this website. Um, uh, that's like really the only problem I ran into. Just ran out of time. Wasn't able to finish it the way I wanted to, and didn't want to take any risks. As you can see, it's like 10:40. I got about an hour left to turn this in. Uh, Probably not the best, but hey, at least I didn't procrastinate to the last 10 minutes. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, everything's running. So I'll show you an example. If I was just to let's close this code, and then let's actually stop the Wampp. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna stop all services. Okay, boom. Wampp is done. Reload it. Boom, page cannot be displayed because the server is down, which in turn cannot display the web page. So if you ever get DDoSed, it's just a lot of information going through anyways. But anyways, look at me trying to be smart. But anyways, thank you for your time. Have a great day. And if you have any questions, please talk to me. Catch you later.